and you like preaching that isn't all sissified, then you have come to the right place.
I think it's an incontrovertible fact that the typical evangelical church of this generation has become weak and womanly. Churchgoers demand that their preachers be soft and dainty, especially when they're dealing with hard-edged truths. If you don't sufficiently tone down every severe text or hard-to-receive doctrine in the Bible, you can bet the tone police will write you up for that infraction before you can get from the pulpit to the front door. You know, all the rough edges of every truth have to be carefully sanded smooth and painted in pastel tones. We've traded up to, cushy seats and instead of hard bench pews, and we expect our preachers to fashion their message accordingly. None of this sinners in the hands of an angry God stuff.
The one, the only, Phil Johnson. Do you like preaching like that just goes for it? Then you are going to love watching or listening to Phil Johnson, who's just getting warmed up.
And instead, today's evangelicals favor feminine themes. Let's talk about our emotional hurts, our personal relationships, our felt needs. We're hurting people. And the church has begun to look weak and effeminate, frightened, sissified, like a bunch of fops and milksops. And we're supposed to be soldiers.
Sorry, I just needed to catch my breath and ponder, what are fops and milksops anyway?
We are told relentlessly that we have to be always agreeable no matter what, seeker sensitive, gender neutral, effervescent, transparent, sentimental, and delicate in everything we say and do. Those sound like rules for figure skaters, not warriors.
Phil Johnson, like only Phil Johnson can. And that is Good News Story
Todd,
number 3.
What is
right
the
on
good
time.
news about that?
Oh, I'm sorry, didn't I mention 2 things? You can hear hundreds of Phil Johnson sermons at Grace Life Pulpit. Check it out. Put it in your earbuds. You will love it. Second, you can hear Phil Johnson every week on Wretched Radio. If you're a Wretched Club member, we do something called Too Wretched for Radio, meaning we talk like that, which is talk that would typically get us kicked off radio. So it's Too Wretched for Radio with Phil Johnson, one of the greats. In Great Britain, a woman was just taken to court for committing the high crime of sharing her faith in the workplace. One more sign, the window of opportunity to preach the gospel freely is closing. We want to take advantage of the open window we have and reach more university students with the gospel than ever before. Our campaign is called Rescue the Perishing. Would you please support us in our effort to preach the gospel to these very confused, very hurting, and very lost kids? If you can support us any amount, we would be profoundly grateful.